And I saw this group of people looking at dots. They were staring at dots. And I'm like, this is not what I expected yoga to be like. So Trataka, traditionally, it's done with a candle. You look and stare at the candle. And as you stare, your retina gets burned, right? It gets, your cones get tired, and there will be an after image once you close your eyes. So as you close your eyes, you look at the after image with your eyes closed. You try and maintain its center, because it will try and drift away. It will try and fade away. So you try and use your attention to get it closer, get it deeper, get it in more detail. Let's practice it now. You make sure that you're able to see the dot on the screen right here. And then you find your posture. Let's first point our eyes at our third eye center. Let's look at your forehead. Look at your forehead. And then roll your eyes around. Warm them up. Roll your eyes around. Now look at the tip of your nose. Looking at the tip of your nose. I'm serious. Roll your eyes around. Okay. Let's stare at the dot for 10 seconds without blinking, without moving your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close your eyes. Look at the after image. Notice it. Make it clearer. Make it closer. If it drifts away, bring it back center. Breathe. Maintain your awareness on the after image. Should you lose the after image, try and get it back. If you cannot get it back anymore, then you can open your eyes. All right, we're all here again. So what you're seeing is no longer the real physical world, but you're also not imagining, right? Because there actually is something there. There actually is some neural activity, but you're amplifying it with your mind. So this is an aspect of our subtle body. So we have our physical body, and we have layers that are more subtle. Layers of energy, like all the sensory reactions in the chemicals and the tiny motions in our bodies. And we have our mental body, how we see this, the phenomenon of this. And we're training that. This is part of the higher limbs of yoga. We're talking pratyahara, which is controlling your senses, not letting you be distracted. Because this requires you to not look at other stuff, right? It requires you to discount the audio, discount your own thoughts, because you're sensing your thoughts. You got to stop being distracted by these things. Then dharana, it's our sixth limb. It's concentration. When I make you focus on the tiny dot here, or when I make you focus on that, and the after image, you're learning how to concentrate. You're developing that mental skill. It's going to be very good if you want to take exams. If you have ADHD, it will really help. If you don't want to sleep at night, you look at this. It's really powerful like that. That's dharana, it's concentration. It's also a dangerous practice because you'll be able to sense in more detail. So for example, when we're in a painful stretch and you can feel it in detail, well, what if you judge it? What if you tell yourself, this is painful? Well, if you haven't developed your equanimity to accept that, if you haven't developed pratyahara, which is ignoring the senses that you don't want to feel or don't need to feel, and you get distracted by the senses and then use dharana to concentrate on that, like telling you about icky bugs and you feel itchy, right? If you have a lot of mental power, you'll be able to create psychosomatic symptoms for yourself. So this is a dangerous practice if you don't do enough yoga on the side. So for every minute you do this, do at least an hour of yoga, and don't start off slow. So don't practice this without me. Yeah. After dharana, we have dhyana, which is our seventh limb, which is complete immersion in the object. So if you look at it so intensely that you forget who you are, because all your mind is in there. What else? Let's see. The subtle body is the space of our nadis and our chakras. Developing dharana will be able to, you're using your third eye, which is part of that subtle physiology, to look into yourself. It is a sign of spiritual maturity and a tool we use in yoga. Every movement you do, every breath you take, you're using these systems. You just don't know it yet. So we'll practice this later. But this Trataka is actually one of our Shatkarmas. Shatkarmas is what cleans us. So in this case, you're cleaning your nadis, or you're cleaning all those inaccurate neural firings that you don't know how to select those that are representing this. So you're cleaning out all the gunk there. Now, we also have gunk in our bodies, in our intestines, in our nostrils. So we have our 6 Shatkarmas. Shat means 6, karma is action. So we have 6 of those. I said that. For example, take this neti pot, you do jala neti. You fill it with salt water at body temperature, so it's in homeostasis with your own body. So it's very gentle for you. Stick it in your nose, and you let it pour out the other nostril. And do that at the other side as well. That's to warm up. And then you take a sutra, which is a thread, and you stick it in your nose, and then you pull it out of your mouth, and then you floss the inside. Yeah, those are the types of things you can do. In my intermediate course, but I cannot make you do it here, unfortunately. And then there's you can look up the other ones, but they're more unpleasant.